Today we are going to draw a ribbon, kind of a foil ribbon that you would use on top of a package for a birthday or for a present. I am not gonna lie, this is gonna be a little tricky, so you have to go slow and you have to follow the steps. So the first thing you wanna do is hold your paper side to side. Definitely start in pencil. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a square in the middle. Once you start with a square, we can then work our way through the other shapes. Now the first thing we're going to do is you make a curve, make two diagonals come up like this, and then you make a curve on the top. We're going to do the same thing on all four sides. Curve, diagonal, diagonal, and then a curve on top. Curve, diagonal, diagonal, curve on top. I'll do it again. Okay, so that's the beginning of the ribbon. Once you do that, we're going to do them now in these spaces. Curve, diagonal, diagonal, and top. Curve, diagonal, diagonal, do the top. And if you have to turn your paper and do this, it might be easier than the way I'm doing it because it's a little tricky. Now, for the bottom parts, you want to make a curve. This is the bottom part of the ribbon that you see inside. So this is going to be shadowed, that little curve. We're then going to do it again. So we're going to fill in these spaces now. Same as before. Curve, diagonal, curve on top. Curve, oops, diagonal, curve on top. Oops, I made a mistake, so I would erase that. So you're just filling in all of these areas. Like I said, it's much easier if you turn your page and do this versus the way I just did it. Now, the last thing you want to do, make the little curves inside. So this is like you're looking in the ribbons. And if you want a bigger bow, you can go one more outside. Or if you feel like, oh, this needs another one here, you can. It is all up to you how you do the next part. It really doesn't matter as long as you feel like it's full enough. If you feel like it's a little empty, then we'll fill it in. So for now, you are then going to trace this. Actually, you don't even need to trace it if you don't want to. We're going to use color pencils, crayons, oil pastels, whatever you have. I think I'm going to do some in color pencil and some in crayon just to show you. So what you do is you start out with the middle one. I'm going to actually just do I'm going to do blue. So do a little blue, and then on the edges, you're going to do a little bit of a darker blue. Not much. Then for these, you're going to color all the little holes dark blue because you're doing a dark blue ribbon. If you're doing green, it's going to be dark green. If it's red, it's going to be dark red. Purple, dark purple. You get the hint. All right. And then you also are going to color in here dark. Okay. Now that I've done that, we're going to do shadows. And the shadows on the ribbon go like this. On the sides, it's going to be dark. Okay, with the dark. Then you take the medium color blue, the next blue, and you also press. But you're going to make sure that you leave the middle white to give it that little shine. So let's do it again. Side with the dark. So you're going to do all of these dark. You can even do them all at once. But you definitely need to blend it so it doesn't look like stripes. So don't go up and down. Make sure you go side to side and curve it. Oops. If you go up and down, it's going to look like a tiger stripe. So definitely make sure that it's curved. And then you make your other color side to side. Definitely leave that middle so it gives it that sheen. Now when you're done with this, you're going to want to go back and take your dark and you're going to want to color in between. So that makes it look like the ribbon's got a shadow inside. And it's only for these couple little parts right here. When you are finished, it will look like a ribbon. If you want, you can even add like, I know normally these kinds of ribbons don't have it, but if you want to add like a present behind it, you can. You can add other parts of the ribbon, but just take your time, go slow. It is all about drawing these shapes and overlapping. You can even make these a little bit bigger and overlap them. Take your time, go slow, look at the examples, If you need to, you could always go online and look up what a ribbon looks like to see what a real one looks like. You can always put it in front of you. I cannot wait to see what they look like when you are finished. So again, go slow and take your time.